Hello, welcome to the Pirate Preacher, where we explore the words of the first wave walker and battle life's storms. Arg! Ye ready for to sail with Jesus, mate? If so, climb aboard!
So today we're diving into some pretty interesting waters. A pirate's declaration for his children against the devil's wiles.
Okay. Interesting title.
It is right. Definitely got my eye.
Yeah.
And at first glance, you might think, okay, this is just another prayer.
Yeah.
But it's got this really kind of...
It's different.
It's different. It's got this, like, I don't know, a boldness to it.
Definitely. I mean, the way the author...
And the language?
Yeah, he calls himself the Pirate Preacher, right?
Pirate Preacher.
Which is a cool name in itself.
Yeah.
But it's the tone, I think, that really stands out right from the beginning.
Yeah.
He's not just, like you said, kind of like meekly asking for protection.
I'm not messing around.
He's not messing around. He's like coming out swinging like he's ready to board an enemy ship.
Yeah. It's like, devil, you dared to touch my boys? Question mark? Like,
Exactly.
talk about drawing a line in the sand.
You don't often see that kind of language in prayers.
Yeah.
It's very confrontational.
Yeah, and I think that's where that pirate imagery really comes in.
Absolutely.
Historically, pirates were known for being fierce protectors.
Of their crew, their treasure,
Yeah.
their own...
Their way of life.
It's like he's channeling that same energy,
Yeah.
but in a spiritual context. He sees himself as like a spiritual warrior.
Protecting his family.
Battling for his family's well-being against the forces of darkness or whatever,
Yeah, and he's not just relying on, like, his own strength.
Yeah.
He's bringing out the big guns.
What do you mean?
Biblically speaking, this prayer is packed with scripture.
Oh, yeah.
Like Luke 10.19, Isaiah 54.17,
Yeah.
1 John 3.8. It's like he's chosen specific weapons for this fight.
And they're not random verses either.
Right.
Like if you look at Luke 10.19, for example, it talks about being given authority over serpents and scorpions and nothing will harm you. He also wants his sons to inherit something good.
Exactly.
Right.
It's like he's trying to build a fortress.
Yeah.
But also fill it with treasure.
And that brings us to the next section of the prayer where he shifts gears a bit.
What?
He moves into this concept of generational blessing.
Generational blessings.
The idea that righteousness and faith can have a positive impact, not just on you,
Right.
but on your children and even their children.
Wow.
He uses a string of verses to support this, like Proverbs 20.7, Isaiah 44.3, Isaiah 65.23. He's very specific about it, too. Like Isaiah 44.3, for instance, talks about God pouring out his spirit on your descendants.
Wow.
And Isaiah 65.23 adds that their labor will not be in vain, their children will be blessed.
It's like he's creating this spiritual inheritance for them,
Right.
right alongside any material wealth they might receive.
It's a powerful image.
It makes you think, what kind of inheritance are we building
Yeah.
beyond just money or possessions?
Exactly.
What values, what beliefs are we passing on?
That's a great question to ask ourselves.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And it's one that the pirate preacher clearly grapples with.
He does.
He doesn't shy away from the fact that the world can be a dangerous place.
You can tell he's seen some rough seas himself.
Probably. But he's not letting fear win. He's fighting back with every ounce of faith he can muster. But he's also emphasizing the importance of living right, making good choices.
Absolutely. You see that woven throughout the prayer.
Yeah.
It's that practical element that's so important.
Right.
Like in Proverbs 13.22, for example, it says, a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children.
Okay.
He's connecting that spiritual faithfulness
Yeah.
with tangible, real-world outcomes.
So it's not just about praying for a good life.
Right.
It's about building one.
Exactly. It's
Right.
about making those choices that will lead to a good life, both for you and for your descendants.
And he's not sugarcoating it either.
No, he's not.
He's not pretending the world is all sunshine and rainbows.
He acknowledges that there are consequences for actions.
Right. He even throws in Proverbs 11.21, which is pretty stark.
Yeah, that one's a bit intense.
It says that the wicked won't go unpunished, but the children of the righteous will be delivered.
Yeah, he's drawing a clear line there
Right.
between those who follow God's path and those who don't,
It's like he's sending them off on a voyage.
with a map and a compass.
Right, but also warning them about the storms they might encounter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not just about avoiding punishment either. It's about thriving.
Right.
He includes Psalm 112.1-2,
Okay.
which talks about how those who fear the Lord are blessed their children, mighty in the land.
And he's not just praying for his sons to survive.
No.
He's praying for them to flourish.
To make a real impact on the world.
I get that. I think any parent would want that for their kids.
Absolutely. It's a universal desire.
Yeah.
Even if you don't share the pirate preacher's specific beliefs.
Right.
This desire to see the next generation succeed.
Yeah.
To live good lives, to build something meaningful. But it also highlights how actions speak louder than words, right? Absolutely. He's not just telling his sons how to live, he's showing them.
Right.
He's modeling that blend of faith and action, spiritual reflection, and practical application.
Okay, so we've got prayers, we've got biblical verses, we've got a literal pirate ship.
Yeah.
What else does this pirate preacher have up his sleeves?
Well, he's not just relying on his own strength alone.
Okay.
He repeatedly invokes the power of God, the protection of Jesus.
Okay.
He even closes his prayer with a quote from Matthew 4.4.
Which is?
Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God.
It's like he's saying, yeah, I'm a tough pirate.
Right.
But even I need backup sometimes.
And for him, that backup comes from his faith.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's placing his trust in a higher power. And the pirate preacher's prayer, with its unique blend of fiery language and scriptural foundation,
Yeah.
offers a compelling example of how one father channels that belief
Into a passionate declaration of love and protection for his sons.
It's a powerful reminder that even the toughest, most independent individuals
Can find solace and strength in their faith.
Yeah, this whole deep dive has really challenged my own assumptions about prayer. I don't know. I always thought of it as something quiet,
Right.
introspective, but
Private. Yeah.
yeah. But the pirate preacher is out there almost shouting his prayer,
Yeah.
daring the devil to a duel.
It's definitely unconventional,
It is.
but there's an honesty to it.
Yeah.
A raw intensity that you don't often see.
And maybe that's what makes it so effective.
Maybe so.
He's not just praying for a miracle. He's actively participating in the struggle.
That's a good point.
And that's what I find so inspiring about it. You know,
Yeah.
It's not about passive resignation. It's about taking a stand, wielding the power of belief like a weapon. So we've explored this incredible pirate's prayer with its unique blend of tough talk and biblical verses.
Yeah.
We've delved into its deeper meaning and connected it to broader themes of faith protection and generational legacy.
And I think it leaves us with a lot to mull over.
Absolutely. Does the pirate preacher's approach to prayer inspire us to be more bold, more proactive in our own lives? Does it challenge our preconceived notions about what it means to have faith?
Good question.
Or does it simply remind us of the lengths a father will go to protect his children, drawing strength from whatever source he can find?
I think there's a little bit of all of that in there.
Yeah, I think so too. And hopefully this deep dive has given you some new perspectives and some food for thought as you continue on your own journey.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for sailing with the Pirate Preacher. May you enjoy fair winds and smooth swells on life's journey.